Welcome everyone. So let's dive in. I'm gonna do a breakdown of GBP JPY top-down analysis from the weekly down to the hourly to the small time frames for entries, and I'll tell you why I entered this trade. So on the weekly, we see market structure forming a downward trend after a break of this price action here, making the momentum towards the downside. So we see creation of lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and each of these levels tend to respect a two key Fibonacci retracement levels, which is 50% retracement level and 61.8 retracement levels. So when we take our Fibonacci tool and we draw from lower high to lower low, we see price action right now in the weekly time frame is respecting the 61.8. So there's a lot of consolidation taking place in 61.8. So we could see price action either if either going to a complete retracement, which is 100% retracement, which is the top side here, which is our next resistance level, or our next roof, we could say, where there's a potential for price rejecting at that place. But if we see a good formation right here, we could see a potential drop to 0.38 level, but for this time frame I don't think that's possible to go lower at that time, so we shall do a little scalping. So we're gonna drop to the daily chart, and what do we see here? So we see there's a break of market structure in the daily time frame. So considering this as a low, then as a lower high, then we see higher high, then there was a break of this structure here, right at this point here, this place here. So confirming that in the lower time frame, which is daily, we can see market moving towards the upside, either potentially 100% retracement of the weekly. So if we take our Fibonacci tool and draw from a high low to a high high of the daily time frame, we could see our next target, if we're expecting price to drop to two key levels, which is the where price mostly respect, which is the 50% retracement level, which is here, and the 61.8 retracement level. So I'm gonna draw a rectangular in this place here, and this is a good key level because when you look at the other side, we could see there's wicks here, and also it respects this broken structure here. So I'm going to indicate that thing. So for right now, let me get rid of this Fibonacci tool so we have a good clear action. All right, so when you break down to H4 for hours, we could see we had a massive consolidation for, I think, weeks or even month here, price ranging at this at 141.445 to 138.593, and potentially when you break this down to 1 hour, what do we see? So we see there's a consolidation here, right here. We see this break of this structure right here. So in this time frame, in the daily, we could draw again our Fibonacci tool. So we're expecting price, our entry could be somewhere there, and we're expecting price to break this structure right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let me get rid of the other Fibonacci tool, right? So since I've indicated all the target levels, so we have our consolidation, which is this one, and our Fibonacci tool. So what I'm trying to say is, like, when price breaks this low here, we're gonna expect price, our first target, if you're scalping, should be somewhere around here, right? But we're expecting price to go in this H1. This is if you're scalping, your entry was here, we could see price target of here, and if you're trading in the H4, we could see price coming down to 1389, and maybe in the long run we could see price coming down to 136 and for a potential move to the upside for a complete weekly retracement. That's it. And so we could have something like this. We could have our entry position, and make sure when you're taking a trade you should know your risk. How much are you going to risk, and what's your profit, how much are you going to risk, and what's your profit target, and what you're risking should be lower than what your potential gain. That's how we survive in this forex market. All right, so that's one trade I took today. So my first target is gonna be short position. Okay, shit, getting short. My first target will be here. I kept my stop loss above this place here, so it's kind of like 1:2. And if we're gonna close partial profit at this place, then we're gonna drop it down to that level, right? So it's 1:6, approximately 7. So I wish you a wonderful trading day, and good luck.